Chapter 1. Detour. Bathed in the soft, golden embrace of dawn, Alex settled into the driver's seat of their rugged white truck. Known for its versatility, this vehicle whispered tales of journeys from high country plateaus to the scorching sands of the desert and the dense canopies of the forest. The vehicle boasted a commanding presence with a broad, muscular hood, a bold grille that hinted at power beneath, and sleek, silver details that punctuated its form. Towering off the ground, its large, all-terrain tires hinted at its capability to conquer any trail. Every inch of its surface gleamed with care, from the sunlit glint of its silver accents to the immaculate leather interior. Behind them, the silhouette of their fifth-wheeler stretched, a modern masterpiece of curves and sophistication. Its pure white exterior shimmered, reflecting the world around it, inviting those inside to a lap of luxury amidst the wild. With the world just waking, the horizon painted with morning hues, their adventure was about to commence. Beside him, Rosita was engrossed in a map, fingers tracing potential paths across its expansive surface. As she looked up, her eyes sparkled with a cocktail of anticipation, excitement, and a dash of nerves. The soft symphony of a nearby river played in the background, its melody enticing them further into the awaiting wilderness.
So,
She murmured, lips curling into an impish grin.
are we plunging into this new chapter?
Her voice was filled with hope, echoing the infinite possibilities of the journey ahead.
Yes, we are.
Alex replied.
All right.
Rosita responded with a nod, folding up the map and storing it safely away. Alex shifted the truck into drive, and they began their journey on winding local roads, gradually making their way through picturesque landscapes and quaint towns. By the time they merged onto the highway, midday had approached and the sun had hovered high in the sky, a bright beacon against the azure backdrop. Ontario's lush scenery became a blur in his peripheral vision as he focused on the vast road ahead. After a few miles, Rosita pointed out a potential stop. A roadside diner, painted a cheerful red and white, stood beside the highway. An old-fashioned sign swung gently in the breeze, reading, "Mars Kitchen." Cars and trucks were parked haphazardly outside, indicating it was a popular spot among travelers. The aroma of fresh coffee and grilling food wafted towards them as Alex parked the truck and fifth-wheeler. The chatter of fellow travelers enjoying their meals added a pleasant hum to the atmosphere. The owner, a robust woman with a friendly smile, waved from the doorway, inviting them in. Alex stepped out of the truck, stretched his legs, and headed towards the diner. Beside him, Rosita took a deep, contented breath, savoring the inviting scents of the diner. She gracefully swung her legs out of the truck, smoothing her clothes as she stood. Her eyes briefly lingered on the diner's quaint exterior, a smile touching her lips in anticipation of the cozy atmosphere inside. The bell above the door chimed merrily as they entered. The diner was cozy, filled with the aroma of cooking food and the hum of conversation. The walls were adorned with old black and white photographs and various memorabilia, giving the place a nostalgic ambiance. The owner greeted them with a warm smile.
Take a seat anywhere you'd like, dears. I'll be with you in a moment with the menus.
She called over her shoulder as she disappeared into the kitchen. Alex found a booth by a window, providing a view of the peaceful landscape outside. Rosita took a seat across from him, looking relieved to be off the road for a bit. The sizzling sound of a griddle from the kitchen reached their ears, and Alex's stomach gave a low rumble of anticipation. While waiting for the owner to return with the menus, Rosita's eyes landed on a newspaper left on a nearby counter. She picked it up, and, after reading the headline, showed it to Alex.
Look at this.
She said, pointing to the title.
Unusual sightings near local lake.
Huh? A lake monster?
Alex remarked with a raised eyebrow. Curious, Alex pulled out his sleek Nexapad, a device of modern design with a responsive touch interface. Speaking directly to the device, he said,
Let's see what we can find regarding that.
almost instantaneously, search results displayed a mix of local data feeds, news nodes, and digital posts. One of the top entries was a report from a local news node that matched the newspaper headline. Noticing his actions, Rosita chuckled.
Oh, you brought your Nexapad?
Alex looked up with a grin.
Yes, I did.
Rosita reached into her purse and with a triumphant flourish exclaimed,
Ta-da! I have mine too.
as she revealed her own Nexapad. She quickly synced her device with Alex's and began reading the same article on her own screen.
Sounds like one of those old legends.
She mused as she scrolled through. Interrupting their electronic exploration, the diner's owner approached with 2 menus, her warm smile evident.
Take your time, dears. There's no rush here.
The owner reassured them, leaving them to peruse the menu. The menu of Ma's Kitchen was a delightful assortment of comfort food. Ma's Big Breakfast, fluffy scrambled eggs, crispy bacon, grilled tomatoes, hash browns, toast, and a choice of coffee or tea. Hearty pancake stack, buttermilk pancakes served with butter, syrup, and a choice of bacon or sausage links. Classic burger with fries. A beef patty with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles. Fish and chips, battered fish with golden brown chips. Beverages included hot coffee, tea, cold soft drinks, and shakes. There were also daily specials chalked on a blackboard by the counter. The clatter of dishes and the murmur of conversations filled the space as they scanned through the list of hearty offerings. Just as they reached the bottom of the menu, the owner re-emerged from the direction of the clinking kitchen, her presence like a gentle wave smoothing over the bustling ambience of the diner.
Ready to order? Or do you need a few more minutes?
She asked, glancing at them over the rim of her glasses. Rosita and Alex exchanged a quick, confirming nod. Assured in their choice, Rosita looked up with a smile.
A Ma's Big Breakfast for me, please.
She said confidently.
And the exact same for me, please.
Alex chimed in, eager for the meal ahead.
2 of Ma's Big Breakfast coming right up.
The owner scribbled down their order, her eyes crinkling in a warm smile.
What do you know about this?
Rosita asked, pointing at the newspaper article.
Oh, that old story. Some folks swore they'd seen a creature in the lake, lights and everything. Others just said it was the reflections and shadows playing tricks. Who was to say? Really?
With a chuckle, she headed towards the kitchen. As she disappeared into the kitchen, Alex and Rosita shared a look, the talk of a lake monster adding a hint of intrigue to their journey. They returned to the glow of their Nexapads, their fingers flicking across the screens as they resumed their research. The hum of the diner and the scent of cooking food created a comforting ambiance, enveloping them in a bubble of anticipation while they waited for their meal. When the breakfast arrived, steaming plates of scrambled eggs, crispy bacon, grilled tomatoes, hash browns, and toast greeted them. As they savored the flavors, Alex mused,
You know, we could continue our drive, explore some other towns. Or we could check out this lake, see if there's any truth to these tales.
Rosita took a thoughtful bite of her toast, looking off into the distance.
It would be an interesting detour, wouldn't it? Investigate a local legend? Add a touch of mystery to our trip?
She sipped her coffee, pondering.
Let's do it. The road will always be there, but this opportunity might not.
They finished their meal, savoring each bite and the prospect of an unexpected adventure. Once they thanked the owner and settled the bill, they left the diner with a renewed sense of purpose, the aroma of the delicious breakfast still lingering in the air.